Please welcome on our MYB channel, Shikha Verma, who is a consultant, coach, and many attributes she has. Let us learn from her about herself and her career. So Shikha, please tell us about yourself and your career.
Thank you so much, Rajesh, for inviting me over on this platform. And thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I quickly talk about what I'm doing currently and what brought me to this. I've been in OD L&D space for good 18 years. And only during this pandemic, we realized that there was too much havoc and depression happening around. And that led me to do something that I truly feel for throughout my life. So I've been very, very close to, motivating, inspiring, and encouraging people all throughout my life, including the job that I was doing. I was pretty much, uplifting people, motivating, doing engagement activities for the organization, so on and so forth. And soon I realized that this is exactly where my real purpose lied. So today I'm practicing as a happiness mindfulness coach and contributing towards uplifting women, especially young students who are going through this thick of the pandemic and the crisis situation and are finding it real difficult to grapple with the current situation. So that's the space that I'm operating in. And it's been a fantastic journey. Just during this pandemic, I think I've realized a lot of good work that people are doing around. And every day I get inspired to do more and to do something, new and different, perhaps.
Great. So what is the motivation behind choosing this as a career? How it started?
My motivation really lies in my, belief system, honestly, Rajesh. I think the fact that we all need to look after each other and the fact that we sometimes get lost in life, we need that one, person around who can, stretch a little hand and uplift you. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't find that kind of friend circle. And that's the reason why we have, grave mental health and depression concerns today. And the pandemic only made it worse. So I think my inner calling was throughout to, help people or to create some value for them by spreading hope and happiness. And this situation just catapulted me into this, profession full time, where I could become a happiness mindfulness coach for people and actually handhold them through this journey. I think it was an opportune time. God got me off the humdrum of a job because I've been in the corporate space for 18 years, and I landed myself into a space where I'm far more, creative. I'm also doing something that excites me. It, keeps me bubbling with life, and at the end of the day, gives me a good night's sleep too. So nothing could be better than doing what I'm doing today.
Oh, so great of you. So what are your USPs? Okay, so that you train people, motivate them, and make them better persons.
So my USP really comes from the fact that I've gone through the entire canvas as an HR training, head. And because I've been exposed to a global platform, I've worked with various industries that allows me to be very, very versatile. And I'm able to operate with all types of age groups and all kind of, backgrounds or cultures, so to say. I typically call myself culture custodian, a people architect, and a system engineer, because I'm also an ISO certified practitioner. And, that allows me to bring in more quality into whatever work and space I am in today. As a coach for youngsters, as a coach for, as a mentor for women, leadership per se, there's a lot of value addition that goes into that space. So I think I would want to highlight the fact that A, it's my passion. It's something I've been doing since being a child. And two, all the corporate experience and the exposure I've got has only made me better at doing what I'm doing today, creating more meaning for people and hand-holding them through the journey of life, so to say. So with age, I think you earn more wisdom. You become a little more vigilant about things that may go wrong in people's life. And from your own experience, you can draw out a lot other than the certifications that you come with. So I think that's what I would want to highlight as my USP, being a people's person all throughout my life.
So nice of you. What are your, success stories? Any success story you would like to share here?
A lot of success stories, really. And I take a lot of pride in saying this, Rajesh, that I belong to a very small town, Lucknow, and a very humble background. My dad is a dentist. And ever since I moved out from Lucknow, I knew it was very difficult for me to settle in Delhi. But the day I bought my own house at the age of 29, I was super, super confident that I'll be able to make a good career too. And eventually, when I landed up being a trainer in teleperformance, I knew there was no looking back because that was something that I thoroughly enjoyed. Learning, being a trainer was my biggest, I would say, blessing in disguise. Because when you're training, you're also learning in the process, right? You have to keep yourself updated. So my success story really lies in that, growth and development for myself as an individual, where I could, train myself to become better every day. And today I stand tall as a coach and a leader who can inspire other people and uplift other people's lives too. So honestly, my success also lies in the fact that I could thrive during this pandemic, despite all the odds. And the adversities, I was trying to figure out one little window where I could, reach out to the world outside and do something where it could make a difference in their lives. So I started off by sharing some short stories as Zindagi Rocks on Facebook. Then I started off doing a lot of blogging on LinkedIn, and I've happily done that for 365 days consistently, without fail. And doing a lot of other initiatives with the communities that I've been blessed with. A lot of women communities that I'm a part of, including Wiki, Women with Wings, Leaders Lifting Leaders, Attain, which is a knowledge sharing platform, and also Happier Beings, where I'm the director and the a leader for women happiness in Noida region. So these are spaces where I'm able to contribute, I'm able to thrive despite this adversity, and that's my success story in all by all means.
Great, superb. Tell us about something that how you motivate yourself so that you will keep on improving and deliver best what you have to others and also uplift them.
My source of, I would say, my charging point is really my family, my support system, my loved ones. That's where I get my energies from. So all of us have these, charging points, just like any phone today that needs to be, used with a certain kind of a charging point can only be used with it, right? And only then will the charging be fast and quick and complete for you. I think each one of us have those kind of charging cords and spark plugs in our houses. And that comes in the form of these loved ones. I've also been blessed with a little pet off late, which is another great energizer for me in every possible way. But I also draw out my motivation from my spirituality. So I think the fact that I meditate every day, a lot of my energies come from the principles that I follow in that practice, and the fact that I believe in goodness and the very dignity of life, so to say. So life is beautiful, we're all blessed, and there's lots more to be done, and that unflinching faith and hope in a brighter future keeps me going. So
that's really great. Any message you would like to give to our audience?
Yeah, this is real tough time, Rajesh, and we all know that life has its ups and downs. No problem will come to us if we don't have a solution to it. So with that faith in our minds and heart, I think we should all take our plunge forward. It's more like you're climbing up a mountain peak in the current scenario. So we should try not to pace up too much, try not to have all of it happen now. This is the time just to sustain, just to kind of take one step forward if you can. So I think that's more important. And my only message is let's spread the vaccine of positivity and hope and happiness in every household possible, and look after each other. I think that's really, really important in this crisis time. And we're all sailing through because there are people like you and me who are perhaps reaching out to 10 more people. Those 10 people are further reaching out to 10 more people. And we're kind of holding on to each other in a beautiful way. So this is the beauty, that the fact that we're talking during this tough time, the fact that we're engaging, we're exchanging some smiles. life is beautiful for sure. So let's just trust in that.
Okay. Now, very important question of today's video chat. What are your best 3 wishes you want to fulfill?
First wish, Corona should go away. The second wish is that all of us should be able to transform ourselves as individuals to being a far better human being and live with camaraderie and collaboration more than competition. I think that's really essential. I heard this beautiful example by someone on musical chairs, how it is played in Japan. They don't follow a process of elimination. You know, what they do is they actually play the game in a reverse manner. So team and collective effort is more important, and you only win as a group. I think this would be my second wish, that we all start looking after each other and create that kind of community mindset. And the third wish really would be for all our youngsters to have a far cleaner environment to breathe in and a beautiful life for them. I think we've made our mistakes, and it's time that we start correcting course and give a better and a brighter future to our youngsters. We owe it to them.
Very nice of you and very kind of you that all your wishes are basically for community and society. It's not your just individual wish, but it is all for all. Sarve Sukhinaha Santu. Anyway, it's very nice. And very on this note, I wish you all the best in your career.
Thank you.
In your life.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I strongly believe in Ubuntu concept, which is I am because we are. So without all of us being there, I think none of us can exist. And we cannot ever be happy alone. So it's important that we all start to embrace each other. Thank you so very much, Rajesh, for this wonderful opportunity.
Bye-bye. See you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.